a teenage film snob, baby. I was a teenage film snob, baby.
Welcome to I Was a Teenage Film Snob. I'm James Chalmers, your friendly neighborhood film snob, and this is the Christmas special. Surprise, we weren't going to record an episode until March, and 2 weeks after having a baby, I was like, I really want to record an episode, and I think I can do it. So I sounded the horn, and I reached out to the gang, and we're all here. We're feeling very festive, so of course, the queen of smut, Maddie Schultz, is here.
Merry Christmas, my family.
You were talking about how you're reading smutty books, so I'm not going to change it up. And of course, Saint Nicholas himself, Nick Owen, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Big Daddy. Good to be here.
That is as Christmassy as I'm getting, and also it feels like kind of an apology for all the smut that I assigned you earlier in the year.
What was the name you gave
Lord
me?
of
Was
Smut.
it the Lord of Smut?
And there was no reason for it other than Maddie had recommended a smutty book to you, and I was like, done.
Was there a smutty book? What was the smutty book?
I don't know. It could have been anything. Maybe it was Quicksilver.
I can't remember.
Maybe.
Maddie was
Getting some.
yeah.
The book series we were just talking about is quite smutless, really.
Yes.
Smut free.
Quite not smutty.
Yeah, but I can't remember. Look, I don't know half the things I say, guys. I can't remember why I say them. There was mention of smut. I felt left out, so I was going to blame you by calling you the Lord of Smut. How are things? I haven't seen you guys since before I had a baby. I want to say I had a baby. I mean, I stood in the room while my wife did all the work. How are things?
I'm good. I got an early Christmas present. For context, Nick, I did send some pictures. My friends came over and they put together a pergola kit that I bought myself for Christmas. So I took the kids out for the whole day and they came over and built it. I would have liked to have been part of building it, but someone has to take the kids. So
Yes.
I took the kids out for the whole day, and when I came home, the pergola sans roof, but the structure is now done, and that's my early Christmas present, which I've been really excited about.
Very cool.
I
Yay.
was wondering about the context for those photos because, like, without that, they're just in our group chat. You sent some photos of you sitting under a pergola. I was like, oh, that's nice. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, so it's been in our garage in pieces. Like, it's been like a death trap in our garage since we ordered it, and then we finally found a weekend that wasn't fucking raining. So as soon as it wasn't raining, we were like, guys, go.
Oh, the weather's been insane.
Yeah.
It's it keeps alternating. We've had some shocking heat
Mhm.
and plenty of rain.
It hasn't exactly been the best start to summer. Like, do you remember at the start of December, we just had like pissing down with rain?
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah.
It was like 10 days straight of rain, and we're like, all right.
I remember
I didn't
I
have to water my garden.
I mowed the lawn a couple of days before Leo was born, and a week later, it looked like it hadn't been mowed in months because there was so much rain.
I reckon I mow the lawn about once a week now because of all the weird on-off weather. I'm doing, I love mowing the lawn, by the way.
So do
That's
I.
my job in my
I
house.
like mowing the
I
lawn
love
as
it.
well.
I
I chuck
like
on my
mowing the lawn.
headphones and I disappear into a world of grass.
That's what I say. I'm like, no one fucking interrupts me. No one talks to me. No one needs anything. No one comes anywhere near me. No one touches me. It's like, it's so good. It's like a force field. As soon as I turn on as soon as I turn on the lawnmower, it's this force field around me. It's the best job ever.
I like mowing the lawn because it delivers the very rare luxury of the during the day shower. I don't normally get to shower during the day, but if I mow the lawn, I get to have a shower straight afterwards during the day. It's like, ooh, and now I feel sleepy and it's not even breakfast time.
Do you both go? Your technique? Do you just go like back and forth, or do you go in like a square that then gets smaller and smaller?
I'm
a slalom girl because my backyard's quite small. I think my backyard's only like 5 meters squared, like as in 5 meters by 5 meters sort of thing. Like it's a small patch.
So I think the audience will find this very interesting. I do it in. I have to do it in two ways because we've got these two massive magnolia trees in our backyard, and they're so overhanging. I can't cut them back because even as big as our green bin is, like I cut 2 branches off, I trim them down so that my bin's full. So one side I do the square spiral. The other one I have to kind of do like a weird perimeter, and then I slalom it. So, audience, that was for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little grass breakdown.
When was the last time you mowed the lawn, Nick?
Well,
You house bunny?
The house that I live in at the moment has a concrete backyard, so no mowing required. But when I lived at home, that was one of the jobs I very much enjoyed, and I love starting at the outline and working in like a square or a circle kind of thing. It's one of the great joys in life to see the edge where it's like mowed versus not mowed get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. I don't care what anyone says. Mowing
And
the
also,
lawn
who
is
doesn't love the smell of freshly cut grass?
it's so good. And as soon as you leave and you go back inside, all the birds come down and you get to like watch all your bird friends. What a life.
Guys, I'm going to stop this and go mow the lawn right now, actually. I'm getting a real hankering. The grass was so long you couldn't see our dogs. You could just see Loki's tail, like the shark in Jaws. So cutting the grass back, man, I could see my dogs. So that was nice.
We've got a gang of 6 magpies now that come and visit us. We fed them once and that was it. Game over. Now they're here every day and they're like tap on the glass, or like one came into the house the other day and then was like, oh, this is a bit weird, and then like walked himself back out. And they come all the time now. It's our little like mob. It's so exciting.
At least he was self-aware enough to realize maybe he should have waited for an invitation like a vampire.
Well, he sort of stood in the playroom and the kids were like, hey, what are you doing here? And the cat was like, oi. And he sort of looked at the cat and was like, all right, I'll go out. And so he went out and the cat followed him out. And the cat just walks between them now. They don't give a shit. And it's so funny. The cat's so mad at them all but won't chase them. So they just sort of walk around each other and like... Anyway. All right, enough about grass. Christmas.
Yeah, switching gears from grass to movies. We'll do a quick movie roundup and then we'll dive into our Christmas section. Have you been watching anything, Maddie? Aside from, obviously, we've all been watching 1987 movies because we're going to be on the Revisionist Almanac, so we'll probably have to save that chatter a little bit. Have you watched anything else?
Other than that, I cannot remember other than one thing.
Do it.
But I'm sure I have been. But the one that straightly springs to mind is David and I watched Sinners.
Oh, what did you think?
It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, it's great.
It was just so atmospheric and just so exactly what I wanted with like mise en scene and like the sound quality and the music. There was only like one bit where they sort of transition into like different like people were in different costumes from different time periods to do with the music. And I was totally fine with it. I just wish the first costume you saw was not the costume they chose. It just sort of was too jarring.
Was it the 80s one or something? Or
yeah, but even like the 80s get up was really extreme. And I was like, oh fuck, you could have just done like the DJ first and then gone to that and it would have been completely fine. But I loved it. I loved watching all the cast perfectly picked, the settings, the dry summer heat feeling to it all, like the barn, the relationships. Of course, I loved all the like really hard, quick, like swearing at each other. Like you were like, whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting you to just throw the F word at us in that sort of sentence, but loved it.
And you've gone on record, even before the recording, you were like, I'm not really a horror girl, but that's definitely a horror film.
That's the type of horror I'm down with. That's fine. Like to me, that's not. Yeah, that's fun. So even David was like, this is so good. Right? So good. Anyway, so that was one we watched and I was like 10 out of 10. We'll watch again. Really liked it.
Nice.
Did you watch the mid-credit scene?
The mid-credits.
So after the credits, there's like a minute or two of credits and then there's a whole like 15-minute scene. It's like long. It's like a long scene.
Hang on. Is that after the nephew's gone back to the church and we're going back to Nick to Thinger?
There's a time jump. I'll just say that. There's a time jump.
Oh, time jump. Yeah. Okay, yes.
I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you because you hadn't, but yeah, there's a time jump.
Yes, the time jump, we're in present times and we're meeting up again.
Yeah.
Yes. Really cool.
Yeah, that was very cool. It was a cool way to end the movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Buddy Guy, who's like a classic blues musician for forever. He's wonderful, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, really, really loved the film.
Nice.
And I follow Jack O'Connor.
Yep.
I follow him on Instagram. And so it was nice where I'd seen a few behind the scenes stuff like a year or 18 months ago or whatever when it was filmed. And I'd seen a few little things. I'm like, oh, this looks like it's interesting, and completely forgotten about it. So when those scenes popped up, I was like, oh, like I've seen the bit, like the behind the scenes for this, or like there was just
Yeah, it took me a
And I
while
love the
to
cars.
realize that it was him. I'm like, I know this guy. Who is this guy? He's having a big horror year because he was also at the end of 28 years later as the king.
The other one, I'm not sure if I want to. Like, I want to watch it because I liked the other two, but I'm like,
Oh, you got to watch it, man. You got to check it out. Like, it
I
is.
think I will.
It is
Because I've
bleak.
seen the other two.
It is.
Well, yeah, because I've seen the other two, I'm like, okay.
No. The other two are fun. This is bleak.
Okay.
Like,
well, then I don't know if I want to see it.
but you got it. No, it's totally worth it. Also, there's some, and you're far enough away from your pregnancy now where that one scene probably won't traumatize you too much.
Yeah, okay.
But there are some large zombies in this movie. Let's just Nick knows what I'm talking about. I can't fit them into my screen. Those alphas.
All right, what did you watch? What did you watch, Nick?
I have been working on a project I never thought I'd get around to, which is going back to watch The Sopranos.
Oh, nice!
I had never ever seen, and everyone talks about it as one of the best like TV shows of all time. So I've been slowly working my way through The Sopranos the last little bit since we would have last caught up and chatted.
Speaking of bleak, that's a dark show, but one of the best pilot episodes of maybe any TV show. That first episode is awesome.
Yeah, it is. And it took me a while. I think I tried a few times to get into it, and there's a few barriers to entry, which is just like it starts in the late 90s, so everyone is like dressed like shit and ugly. It's just that awful period for like interior design and fashion. But if you like monster stuff, which I do, like I love Goodfellas, I love The Godfather, all that kind of stuff, it's very, very cool and would recommend. But it's long. It's like 5 or 6 seasons, and it's taken me a while to get through. Sorry, James, you about to say something?
So the last season is not season 6, because there's season 6 and then there's season 6, the final episodes, which is like another 10 episodes. They did like this is basically a 7th season. That final season, the final episodes, is so stressful. It's like, I would equate it to like a season of watching Uncut Gems. It's like, it's just so, like, everything's coming to a point, and like things happen when you like you get blindsided so many times. It just, yeah, it's such a wonderful show. Like, and everyone is both, I would find almost everyone's equally likable and unlikable. Like, when they're great, you love them, and when they do something wrong, you're like, oh my god. Like Paulie, love Paulie until he's a jerk, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate Paulie. I think the only one who kind of gets away with it is the Steven Van Zandt character. Who owns Bada Bing? What's his name again?
Yeah, it is. He's Sil.
Sil, yeah. I think he's the only one who kind of scrapes by not being too terrible.
Yeah.
Even Tony, like, you get this a bad guy, but like he shows so much character progression, and then like he'll just make a decision. I'm like, what happened? Like, why'd you do that? Like, I don't know if there's a spoiler, but it is like a 30-year-old show. There's like a season or an episode where like he's making good with his wife. I'm like, finally, like yes, they're on the same page. They're looking after each other. There's love in this relationship. Next scene, he's with his gumad. I'm like, what? No, what happened? Like, you were being nice. I love Christopher, and I've forgotten her name, but Christopher's girlfriend as well. I think they're two of the really like shining stars of that show. It's so good. And I haven't watched this since I was like 19, so I am like, it's been years since I've watched it, but I remember really liking it.
Yeah, I like, as I said, I've never seen it, and everyone tells you how good it is, so I finally had a chance to go back and watch it. But the only other couple of newer films that I've seen was Frankenstein.
Oh,
which
I watched
really
that last
enjoyed.
night.
Yeah, I really liked it. And Eddington, which was really grim and a throwback to COVID that I just didn't need.
Yeah, that's Ari Aster's new one. I'm picking that up next week. I haven't watched it yet, but
yeah, it's well made and it's good, but it's basically just a film about that like division that opened up between people during COVID. You know, mask wearers versus people who refuse to, and that kind of thing. So
interesting.
Go in prepared.
Yeah.
But that's about it for me.
Nice. Very, very good. I've watched a ton of stuff. As of this, like we're recording 2 weeks out from Christmas. This will drop probably Christmas Eve. As of right now, I am 7 films away from setting a new record. I've watched 393 films this year, so I'm closing in on 400. So before we start recording, I'm going to slow down with the films next year. That's why 400 is pretty good. I'll go through this a couple. I've said I went and saw Wicked for good. I took Zoe out to see that, and I really liked it. Is it as good as the first film? No. Is it as comprehensive as the first film? No. Are the songs as good? No. But somehow I enjoyed it more. Even though it's got everything going against it, I liked it more than the first one. Because I love me some nostalgia and fan service, and boy, do they serve that up. But it's also very grim. Like the first one kind of ends on defying gravity. It's a bit hopeful. This one, oh boy. It's pretty dark. But I really liked it, and Zoe really liked it as well. So Wicked for good. Shorter than the first one, which I think probably helps as well. It's about half an hour shorter. And then last night I watched Frankenstein as well, which I really liked. Have you seen Frankenstein yet, Maddie? Because I know that was one you were looking forward to.
No, but you're not going to spoil it for me now. Like it's been circulating enough that you're not going to spoil it. And I've read the book a billion times.
Well,
so.
I don't know. I haven't read the book, but I don't think it is. I think they take some. It feels like they take some deviations from the book. But...
They definitely do. Because of the modern times that we're in as well, and so like I'm across it enough that you don't have to worry about spoiling anything.
But I really enjoyed it. I don't know if has Guillermo done anything since The Shape of Water, or is this his next? No, he did Pinocchio, didn't he? He did Pinocchio. I haven't seen Pinocchio. I would say this is just based on statistics, this is probably the best thing he's done since Shape of Water. I really liked it. And it moves pretty quickly. It's 2.5 hours, and I was never like, "Oh man, it's gonna hurry up." Like it moves really quickly. Performances are good. I don't know whether it's like an Oscar film for me. Not that it needs to be. I think it had a lot of hype around it, but I really enjoyed it. I also watched K-pop Demon Hunters finally. Because Zoe's been like banging down the door about watching, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like you can watch some PG, but I should check this out for you first. And before we started recording, I'm like, I have an issue with white people. This is the film I have issues with white people about. It's because let me explain. Here's my issues with white people.
You can't lead with that, but okay. I haven't seen it. I refuse. I just can't.
Here's my issues with white people. Whenever something vaguely non-white enters the zeitgeist, they're like, it's the most amazing thing ever. Because they're so used to their like bland chicken and rice life where there's nothing, like no spice or flavor in it. It's like when Squid Game came out, they're like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Like when Parasite came out, oh my god. It's like, dude, Korea have been making wonderful films and television for decades. Just because it's on Netflix, like suddenly you discover there's another country outside of Australia or America. Like, sorry guys. Like, so it's fine. I enjoyed it. I would say I liked the songs more than I liked the movie. The soundtrack's a banger. Like, it's really fun songs. Like, I'm not a K-pop guy, but totally fun. The movie is fine, but we've seen it before. Like, it's Romeo and Juliet. It's Pocahontas. Like, it's got all those, like, kind of staples in there. Except instead of a bow and arrow or instead of, swords, they've got, like, demon hunting laser swords, Like, so, it's cool, but, like... Yeah, I just got issues. I just have issues with white people. It's like just watch something with a subtitle, guys. My challenge to all white people for 2026: watch something with a subtitle and get back to me. Because, jeez, like you would have thought
way more out there than you think.
You would have thought that this film like had the cure to cancer the way they were talking about it. Like it's good, but it's like, oh my god, guys, just chill.
I reckon I haven't seen this level of hype since like Frozen.
Yeah,
like just
I would agree.
Happened with Frozen, and you couldn't escape it. You couldn't escape the songs. You couldn't escape the costumes. Like all the little girls just wanted to be Elsa. Now it's basically like what all the girls want to be Mira.
I would agree. By the way, I don't want to discourage it. Like, I think it's fantastic that like the kids are getting into it. Like, this is not a reflection on the film. The film is well made. It's just, come on, guys, like just.
It's just a big hype, and everybody's jumped on the train.
And but like also like just it's like, guys, I'm sorry, have you seen movies before? Like,
it's very like I haven't even watched it, but I can tell it's probably very formulaic. In like we've seen we know where this is tracking, and like,
Yeah, it's cool. Like, and the animation's really cool. Like, it reminded me a little bit of like Spider-Verse. The way that same studio and stuff like that. So it's animated really nicely. As the music's great. Zoe really wants to watch it. She can't watch it. It's too scary for 5. You know.
Yeah.
But she can listen to the soundtrack.
That's basically why I've told Heike. I'm like, I'm sorry, Heike, you can't watch. You just can't. I know there's things in there that will just freak her out, and then.
And Zoe's pretty good. Like Zoe, can watch some stuff that I know her older cousins can't watch. Like she's pretty tough with. Like she'll watch Harry Potter and stuff like that. But yeah, so I really liked it. I don't want, pardon me, my reviews to reflect that I didn't like it. I enjoyed it. I just feel like everyone who was losing their minds about it were like middle-aged white people who haven't seen a movie with a subtitle before. That's honestly what it felt like. It's like, and it happens every couple of years. Like every couple of years, something from another country comes out, and people are like, "Oh my god, have you heard of France?" It's like, yes, we have heard of France. Like, as always, my problems with movies are not the movies themselves, but the people who must get online and talk about them. But I liked it. It's not gonna crack my top 10 though. Like, there's definitely other stuff I really like, but it's fun. And like, I am here for the songs. That soundtrack is awesome. And then I watched another 390 films aside from those ones I talked about. And I started watching. I haven't finished it yet, but I started watching Wake Up Dead Man. And I am in the new Knives Out film.
Okay, yeah.
Have they released that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on
already.
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if I know it got a short theatrical run, so yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah, I put on last night. I only had like 15 minutes before my shift was over. I was like, well, I'll just start it. That way I can, get a headset. And I was so sucked in from minute 1 that when I finished handing over with Tina went out and I was meant to go to sleep, I turned on the TV for another half an hour and kept watching. It was so good. I don't remember Glass Onion too much, but my immediate feeling is like I liked it way better than Glass Onion. Like the first 15 minutes I was in. It's got the guy from Challengers, the brunette guy from Challengers. He plays like a young priest who's been sent away. He got sent away, kind of like how in Hot Fuzz, Simon Pegg gets sent away to a small town. But instead of being too good at being a priest, he punched like a vicar in the nose. So they moved him to like this small town, and he's basically like been reassigned to this church that's like a cult. And the head of the church is Josh Brolin, and he's got like long grey hair, and he looks like a insane cult leader. I am in. Look, I have no idea what's going on yet because we haven't really got to the plot of it, but it is so fun. I'm like, it's and apparently like this one's been divisive because it's darker, and I'm like, I like the edge there because the first one was quite dark. I think that the second one was a bit of a light step up, so this is feeling really good. And the cast is incredible. Like, there's so many, like Glenn Close is in it, and Thomas Hayden Church, and Kerry Washington, and Jeremy Renner. Like, it's just this insane cast. So I'm digging it.
I hope they just keep making those.
Yeah.
Just, like, forever.
I just wish that, like, they would observe the theatrical model and, like, actually give it a proper release. And not only that, like, give it a physical... The first one came out on DVD. The second one didn't, and I don't think the third one will either. Like... There's a whole Netflix thing that happened while we've been away, but we won't talk about that over Christmas. We can talk about that another time.
No, we're going to keep hopeful and happy.
We're going to be hopeful and happy. And the way we're going to celebrate Christmas is we're doing another draft. I messaged you guys, like, week 2 of having a new kid, and I was like, how would you guys feel doing a Christmas episode and we do another draft? And I liked it because I loved what we did with the sidekicks. Which was kind of an amalgamation of your ideas. You were like, we should do a sidekick episode, Maddie. And Nick was like, why don't we do it as a draft? And I was like, oh, I like this. Can we do the Let's Save Christmas draft? We have to assemble a team to save Christmas in the event that Christmas got, jeopardized.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just doing small teams. Teams of 4, I think I pitched the idea. So we have to choose a Santa from any film, an elf from any film, a kind of Grinch, Scrooge, non-believer from any film, and then a magical creature. I honestly, like, I haven't had a lot of sleep. I was like, magic creature. I kind of lost inspiration in the last quarter. Did you guys? And then I thought we could do the snake draft again. That way, there's some extra.
Yeah. Leave the management of the draft to me.
If I
sports
could
guy.
get the
I've got
if
it
I could
covered.
get the Serpent Lord to begin the snake draft.
My,
Lord Sportboard.
my, my question, or a
Mm.
few questions before we get started here, is can these be from like movies and like TV, or is this just like strictly from like movies?
It's Christmas, my friend. So whatever you like.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And are there any parameters around magical creatures? That's pretty broad.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
I guess like when I thought magical creature, I felt like maybe like I was thinking like a substitute for Rudolph, but I didn't want to like have like a reindeer. So like a magical creature that would be maybe more utilitarian than actually like it wouldn't be like a boggart. I guess it could be a boggart because it could shapeshift.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
But I've got something for that category, and I don't know if it'll pass the sniff test. But I'm gonna if it's there, I'm gonna draft it, and
I reckon do it.
and you guys can say yay or nay when we get to that point.
Nice one. And then so this episode will probably drop Christmas Eve, I reckon, and then maybe we can post some polls and get people to see who they think is going to be most likely to save Christmas.
Okay, I'm gonna randomize the draft order.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it. And then I have a second game which I can also we can do if we have time as well, because this won't be a super long episode. It's just a chance to celebrate for the
Yeah.
holiday season.
All right. I swear I put myself in last, but the order is going to be picking me, then Maddie, then Big Daddy James.
Yeah.
That's
So
good,
just,
because last time I went first, I stole all of your picks.
Just a reminder about how snake draft works. So I'll get the first pick, then Maddie, then James, then Maddie, then me, and me again. So we snakes around.
I definitely, just so you know, going back to your magical creature question, I definitely have thought outside of the box with some of the other categories as well. So, like, I want to be very clear. I said films, not Christmas films. Just reminding everyone.
Mhm.
So, cool. Okay.
Okay.
So we all saw that loophole. Good. Okay. Good.
Just give me 2 seconds. Vamp for a minute while I make this spreadsheet.
Do you know what's funny is
Vamp.
when people ask me to vamp, I can't. I can talk it forever, and then
I
sometimes
know.
vamp, I'm like, oh, I'd have to like have something deliberate to
It's
say.
like tell me a joke right now, and you're like,
Oh, I can tell you a joke. My favorite joke of all time.
Okay.
There are three people on a cliff. That doesn't really matter who they are. 3 people on a cliff. At the top of the cliff, they meet a genie, and the genie says, "If you jump off the cliff and shout what you desire most, you'll land safely into it." So the first man says gold, and he jumps off the cliff and he sails gently down into a pool of gold. And the second man says
Okay.
jewels, and he jumps off the cliff and he lands safely in a pool of jewels. The third man was way back at the end. He didn't hear the whole thing. He just saw the men jump off, and he goes, "Wee!"
oh no.
That's my favorite joke.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well done. That's excellent. All right. And you
Seems like it's
successfully...
very Zoe safe.
She loves it. When she heard it for the
Yeah.
first time, she was like, I had to like really explain the rules of the joke. Has she told you her Elsa joke, her Frozen joke?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so.
When you might see her on Friday, because I'm probably gonna take a little.
Actually, yeah. Can I ask her to tell me on Friday?
Yeah, I won't spoil it for you because it's pretty cute. All right, was that enough vamping for you, Nick?
Yep, you've done it. Well done.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So the other thing is you can pick from whatever category you want. You just have to fill your categories. So
What?
no, it's
Are we,
in like
are we going to go through like the Santa category first, and then steal each other's, and then the?
no, because then like you can like you can pick whatever category, right? So like I'm gonna pick my category is gonna be elf first. But you might
really want that elf cat. Okay, yeah.
but like you might have like the best Santa, so you're gonna pick a Santa first or something like that.
Okay. I see what you mean. Because I was gonna do it the way Maddie was suggesting, but I can see why. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that Nick and I have the same elf. So,
Okay.
like based on how urgently he wants to choose an elf.
Yeah, well, no surprise. I'm taking Buddy.
Oh, that is not who I
Right.
chose.
I think I might know who you're picking, and they were if it is who I think, it'll be second on my list. But I think Buddy is the ultimate elf, and he's going to cook a delicious chocolate pasta dinner to help save
What?
Christmas.
You've lost
I
me.
thought of Buddy, and he was the first one on my no list because he's so annoying. I'd be like, if I'm going on an adventure to save Christmas, if Christmas is at stake, I can't have this guy getting excited every time a gumdrop shows up. Like, I need people focused on the mission.
Because we're saving Christmas.
We're saving
that's our
Christmas.
mission, yeah?
Because it could
Yeah,
be the
okay.
Grinch. Maybe the Grinch stole Christmas. Or, it could be, who knows? Like, maybe global warming melted the North Pole. We don't know what the reason for saving Christmas is. Okay, Buddy the Elf, you are safe with him for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you can have him.
Maddie? No, thanks.
Hang on. Okay, so I can pick a category.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you're not going to pick I don't think you're going to pick my Santa. I don't think you're going to pick my Scrooge, so they're safe. I definitely know you're not going to pick my elf. So I don't think you're going to pick any of mine. So I don't really mind. Tell you what, I don't mind. You guys tell me which category, because I don't think you're going to pick any
We
of
can
mine.
just all go elves if you like and get the elf out of the way.
All right, I'll do my elf. My elf is David Krumholtz himself, Bernard, the elf
Yep.
from the Santa Claus.
He was my second.
Hey, nice.
I
I
love
just
him.
think he's just really dependable. He's like 8 steps ahead. He can fix shit. He keeps you on track. He knows all the rules. He's basically who I need in my team to keep me in check.
Yeah, he's logistics elf. He sort of just
Yeah.
keeps the North Pole running.
He keeps it completely running. Like he's like another wife. I would just that's it. I would bring him into the fold to be the other wife. It would be so good.
Nice.
So yes, Bernard is my elf.
Nice one. All right, well, I'll do my elf as well. We'll knock that off the slate. Nick, you said you think you know who my elf is. Who do you think my elf is?
No, I thought you were going to go Bernard. So
I thought he was going to go Legolas.
I am going Legolas. I'm absolutely going Legolas.
I fucking knew it. Okay.
And so it doesn't have to be Christmas movies. He can see, he can track things. He's mad with a bow and arrow. He's kind.
pretty.
He can skateboard on a shield. So he brings that radical attitude we need in a montage. It's got to be Legolas. Because, if it's the Grinch, one in the head, one in the heart, we're done. Like, it's... Is that the Christmas spirit? So
I love that you always err towards we're fighting something. To save Christmas, we must fight something.
You can tell, I just love superheroes, and you can tell that the Power Rangers really influenced me growing up, because it's all battles.
yeah, I must be honest. I didn't even consider. I did refine this to at least Christmas themed.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of Legolas.
I've got a wild card which I'll play later because there's no way anyone's getting my Scrooge at all. It's probably the one that's going to be the most hotly contested because it's from a Christmas movie. But I think people are going to not be happy. I'm going to save that till the end. So I'll just go with my Santa next. And I wanted someone who embodies Christmas, so I want it to be a really classic looking Santa Claus, but I wanted someone who has magical powers, someone who is tough, but also fair. So I've chosen North from Rise of the Guardians. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. You must have, Matt. You got kids. Oh. So Rise of the Guardians was an animated DreamWorks film that came out about 10 years ago. And basically all the different magical characters have to stop the Sandman from taking over the universe. So the Easter Bunny is played by Hugh Jackman. There's a tooth fairy, and then Santa is played by Alec Baldwin, and he's a Russian Santa with tattoos, and he's yes, I will bring the North Call to you. So he's really cool and fun, but also short of Hulk Hogan as Santa Claus, I thought that he would be a nice tough embodiment of Santa. So I've gone with North from Rise of the Guardians. P.S. Watch Rise of the Guardians. It's sick. It's a really good movie.
Okay, it definitely puts that on my list. I know.
And Heiki's totally the right age for it as well.
Okay, sweet. If it's kid safe, then I can just stick it on without having to vet it.
It's PG, but it's DreamWorks PG. It's not. I don't think it's scary. It's just probably a couple of crude jokes that'll go overhead. I just realized I don't think it's the Sandman they're teaming up against. It's Jack Frost, who they're teaming up against.
Okay.
And he's got a real kind of pale emo boy cuteness going on. So he's a villain, but he's just misunderstood. So yeah, it's a good film. So I've got my tough
Okay.
Russian Santa Claus. So Maddie, you can either choose a Santa or you can go into a different category.
No, I'm going to do my Santa. I'm choosing a Santa played by James Cosmo, and he is the Santa or Father Christmas in the Narnia film.
Oh,
And I'm
cool.
choosing him because when he speaks, he's not only a really good like performance, like it's a really lovely feeling Santa. He kind of gives off like King Theoden from Rohan vibes.
Oh,
When
cool.
he talks, he's kind of that sort of Santa vibe. But he's also awesome because he has the sleigh, he's got the reindeer, but he gives Lucy the liquid to heal. He gives Susan a bow, like bows and arrows that hardly ever
Yeah.
miss, and the horn for help. And he gives fucking Peter a badass sword. So like he's a Santa that like provides cool shit.
And is this from the 2000s Narnia films or the BBC ones from the 90s?
No, the 2000, the cinematic, yeah.
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 I just
So he's
ordered,
really
I just ordered
cool.
the BBC box set online. It should be like I'm very excited. It's from my childhood, so I'm very excited about that. But that's cool. I forgot that Santa was in those movies.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
like not saves the day, but like he turns up at like a pivotal point and like helps them out, and yeah, provides them weapons. So I'm like, this guy's cool.
Side note about Narnia, I saw this thread online recently where someone was like, I just tried Turkish Delight for the first time. It's fine, but I wouldn't sell out my entire family for it. And I was like, that's a good point. And then
I'm like, you're wrong. It's delicious.
But then someone was like, well, actually, here's a bit of history. Like, this is World War One, and there was a sugar crisis, so Turkish Delight was hard to come by. I was like, wow, this got really, really interesting really quickly. I was like, maybe they would. And the guy was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I would sell out my family for Turkish Delight. So it's a very interesting thread. That's a very good pick. And now I'm very excited to watch Narnia again. Saint Nick, who are you going to go with Santa Claus as well? Or are you going a different category?
Nah, I'll go Santa. Just like I almost considered taking Belschnickel in this category because he's a type of Santa. Germany. But I am going to take my favorite movie Santa, which is Scott, whatever his name is, which
Scott
is
Calvin.
Scott Calvin, thank you, which is the Tim Allen Santa, just because I really like the arc of him being a curmudgeon and then how he gets starts to get a little bit fatter and a little bit more jolly, and then he becomes Santa. So I'm going to take Scott Calvin. Thank you, Maddie, for the assist there.
He was almost my pick for Scrooge, because I was like, wouldn't it be great if I'm like, he's my Hulk. Like in the third act, he turns into Santa and suddenly.
What an excellent film. I don't think there's been like a year in my childhood when I lived in the family home where we didn't watch that film around Christmas time. Every time it was on TV around Christmas time, we were like, yes!
Yeah.
Love that film.
It's crazy that it's a kid's film, like in that first half hour, though. 'Cause that first half hour is rough.
It's just millennial coded, really, isn't it?
Mm.
There's
The
some
kid
really...
is so good in it as well. Like the kid's really like gorgeous, and and the stepdad is hilarious.
Yeah.
They just really hated dads in the 90s for Christmas films. Like if you look at like Jingle All the Way, which is also which is
Schwarzenegger.
Like it's not good, but it is great. Like my favorite line from that movie that's like hardwired to my head is "Nobody likes you, Booster." When Sinbad's like beating up the villain or whatever.
Well, I'm picking again, and I am going to pick my Scrooge.
Go for it.
And speaking of Jingle All the Way, I am going to pick Arnold Schwarzenegger, whose character name is Howard Langston, which is hilarious to me because Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a Howard Langston, but he is a classic Scrooge or non-believer in Christmas, where we start the film and his priorities are like work and he's too busy, and then at the end he goes through his journey. And I forget what's the toy that they're trying to get? Turbo Man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like in that movie how at the end, spoilers for a 30-year-old film, when he says his son's name, they don't recognize it's him, even though no one in the world sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Jimmy! And they're like, who could that be? Isn't that Anakin Skywalker? Is that him?
Oh, is it? I
I think
can't
that's young.
remember. I haven't seen that film in so long. I just wanted to take Arnie.
I think that's young Anakin from Phantom Menace.
Oh, I thought it was the kid from. I thought it was the twins from Big Daddy. I
Oh,
thought it was
maybe
one of
it
those
is.
boys.
I can't remember.
Nah, it is. It's Jake Lloyd. That's Anakin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Maddie,
Mm.
you are next, and you get to pick either a Scrooge or a magical creature.
Gonna go with my magical fantasy creature. So I've got someone whose logistics can get all the stuff we need, keeps me on track. I've got the Santa who obviously just gives us all weapons and keeps us honest. And now I need someone to completely complement me and help me cause fucking trouble. Of course. I need someone that I then cannot be bored around all these lovely, decent, organized people. I now need the maverick. I need the ridiculous person. So my fantasy creature is Paul.
Oh,
As in
Love
from
it.
the movie Paul?
Yeah.
why the hell not? Why not?
I need someone who can be just as unhinged and as annoying and as selfish and as drunk and as vulgar as me. Otherwise, my team will be too pure.
That's
So,
genius.
I
I mean, now I
need to
feel
bring
so
it
much.
down a peg.
I feel so much better about my Scrooge character now because if Paul's
So yes,
accepted,
Paul will bring us down a peg.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great choice.
I
James
just,
is about to like wet himself.
I just realized that my last two picks are so dark for a Christmas draft.
Oh no, you're saving Christmas with an interesting posse, are you?
Well, what's really nice is I get back to back now, so I can just get my picks, which is really nice.
Go on, assemble your team.
I'm
dear
going to
sir.
go with my magical creature first.
It's
Because
a
I
My
think,
Little Pony.
no, it's. I mean, you know what? You're not far off.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted, cause I was thinking utilitarian. I was like, if the reindeer are out, they're down. We need someone to help fly us. We need someone who can help us pull all the presents and stuff like that. So I've gone with Thestrals from Harry Potter. They're basically just like
Nice.
winged, but they're winged horses of death. So if you've seen death in your life, you see them, and they're horrifying. And if you haven't seen death, they're invisible, and that might be equally as horrifying. But I've gone with Thestrals for my magical creature. Because they basically pull a sleigh anyway, really, don't they? When they pull in those carriages, so
Yeah, I like it.
it's
You're
not-
rounding off the transportation.
not particularly fun, but like I was like, well, I don't think anyone's going to pick Thestral. I think I'm play safe there. And then my Scrooge is someone who starts out hating Christmas and very depressed. And boy, are they depressed in this movie. But then, like, through friendship and discovery of new family, they do find their joy for Christmas.
No! If you're about to fucking take mine,
No,
I'm
there's
hanging
no
up on
way. There's no way. There's no way to
You. You wanna fucking... If it is, I'm gonna so hate you for forever if you're about to take mine.
So I've got a tough guy in my Santa. I've got a tactician in Legolas. And I've got my transport. So I need a wild card. So I need my wild card who's going to be my Scrooge, who no one is going to pick, but it's definitely a Christmas movie, is Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon.
Okay, it wasn't my pick. We
I
can still
told
be
you, there's no way you're picking Martin Riggs. He hates Christmas because his wife has just died, but then he meets Myrtle.
It's so dark.
Told you. When I wrote it down, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, no one is going to pick Martin Riggs. But Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. It starts with...
It technically is, and he is mental.
The first time you meet him, he's at a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
doing,
And
doing
then the next time he like handcuffs himself to that jumper, and they
Yeah.
like jump off the building together.
and it's pre-CGI, so you can see literally when they jump off that they're not connected at all.
Oh, that's good.
So hang on, what's he bringing to your team, really?
He's a wild card. Like,
Okay.
he's just... If we get in a crazy situation, he can do like a Three Stooges impression and like shoot his way out. And he brings the feathered hair. No one else in my team has good hair. Oh, Legolas has pretty good hair, but he's bringing the hair. We're talking 80s Martin Riggs, not current day, and certainly not 2000s Mel Gibson. So, yeah. There you go.
Oh my God. So what am I up to? I'm up to
You're up to
Scrooge
your
now.
Grinch, your Scrooge.
Okay, well, when you started talking about like found family, etc., I was like, oh no, he's going to take mine. I'm doing Paul Giamatti, Mr. Hunnam in The Holdovers.
Oh, that's a great
that's
one.
a really good call.
Because I was like, it's not exactly a Christmas film, but like it's set in the Christmas break, and he's like grouchy and doesn't want to be around people and participate, and then towards the end, he sort of stands up for student, and he shows this softer side, and he starts to take part in things like he goes to the Christmas party, and I don't know what he's bringing.
Well, if he has access to the Giamatti verse, he did play Santa in another movie, so he can just like, and then like Iron Man just materialize into Santa.
Yeah, so that was a really hard one to pick a Scrooge, because I was like, well, I want a Scrooge that's sort of useful, but
Yeah.
that was tricky. That was a tricky one.
That's
So
why
yeah,
I went Riggs.
that's my team.
Yeah.
Go on, Nick.
Magical creature, you're going to round us out.
I'm taking Kermit from, well, it was going to be from Muppets: A Christmas Carol, but it could just be from fucking any Muppets thing, apparently.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah. So he's going to just bring the vibes and play, does he play banjo or something?
Yeah, Rainbow Connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you play like a Christmas-themed Rainbow Connection just so it feels more seasonal?
Have
Like-
a couple of jingle bells as it as well.
Like the chickens can just like shake like some sleigh bells just to make it feel more Christmassy.
Yeah.
And
Or
just,
Gonzo can peek in every now and again with a symbol and just and then like
I also get Tiny Tim as a bonus. As a tag.
he's a dependent. Yeah, you can't split
that's
him up.
He's gonna in the third act. He's gonna make the audience cry, and that's how you're gonna save Christmas.
I was going to say he's more like, meerkat babies where the parents throw the babies out in front of the snakes so that they can get away. He's more like he's your diversion. Take Tiny Tim, run!
Tiny Tim. But then Tiny Tim's so cute that people would be like, oh, and then the rest of my team come in and just like kill.
Yeah. Or deliver presents, whichever way we're going with this.
Oh, yeah, wait. What's the goal? Saving Christmas. Oh, yeah,
Save
probably.
Christmas, yeah, save Christmas.
So that is hilarious. I think we definitely should do a poll, and we should do like which team, can save Christmas from an invasion, and which team can help Santa when his workshop breaks down or something, and they have to relocate the workshop. Or what other ways do they have to save Christmas?
I was going to throw in a twist and be like, all right, now here are the scenarios. How do you do it? But I was like, that's a lot of work. Because there's obviously the Grinch could steal Christmas. Maybe he succeeds.
Yeah,
Grinch is a good villain.
Yeah. Invasions.
That's where I struggled. I was like, that's why I still like I'm stuck at Grinch.
Santa's workshop breaks down.
Maybe too many kids have stopped believing, and so the magic has worn away.
Ooh.
You guys come up with the quiz. I'll make some tiles for Instagram like I did last time that have the teams.
That'll be sick.
Yeah.
So when... I was going to ask, when do you need it by? But we can do that admin after the...
Yeah, I'm hoping this... I was going to drop it on Christmas Day, but I think Christmas Eve is probably better because people won't necessarily be checking their phone. I mean, it's a social media world. People are checking their phones all the time now. But if I drop it on Christmas Eve, it gives people something to listen to on the drive to the family they don't want to see. So, Isn't that what Christmas is all about? Going to your family when you don't want to see them?
So none of us... Oh, I was going to say, so Nick, you were the only one that sort of picked, like, an animal. Like Frog. Kermit the Frog was, like, the only sort of...
Well, Thestrals.
Yeah, animal-y thing.
Thestrals are animals.
Oh, Thestrals, that's right. Yes. Okay, cool.
But there was no crossover at all, was there?
I can't believe we weren't going to steal each other's stuff.
I know. I'll read out, because I've just... I've been taking your choices down. So, James, you had... As your elf, you had Legolas. As your Santa, you had North from Rise of the Guardians. Your creature was Thestrals. Your Scrooge was Martin.
One of these things is not like the other.
Maddie, your elf was Bernard, which is an excellent choice. Your Santa was the Santa from Narnia. Your creature was Paul, which is phenomenal. And your Scrooge is Paul Giamatti from The Holdovers. I can't remember his name.
I think it's Mr. Hunnam or something like that.
I
have to
thought it was
look
Mr.
up quickly.
Holdover.
No, you're an idiot.
That's not
My-
very Christmassy.
My elf was Buddy. My Santa was Scott Calvin. My Scrooge was Arnold Schwarzenegger from Jingle All the Way. And my creature was Kermit.
I
Did you
feel
have
like
any,
Buddy and Kermit would get along very well, and I feel like Arnie would want to fucking kill him.
Yeah, well, mine's like a real happy vibe team for the most part. Did you have any choices you didn't get to that you had spare?
I had Tim Allen as my second Santa,
Mm.
so that one I was like, "Ooh, we might." And I had Legolas as my other elf. But then my fantasy creatures, I was maybe thinking Gonzo from Muppet Christmas. I love Gonzo. Or I was thinking of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, just because he can shoot shit and drive stuff.
He's
and,
basically
lift.
Disney's Riggs. He's just
Yeah, he hates everything. He can break shit, lift shit, shoot shit.
that's
Yeah.
genius. My other Santas, I had Richard Attenborough from Miracle on 34th Street.
Classic.
He's a beautiful one.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm here to win. I'm not here to have fun. I also had David Harbour from Violent Night, which I don't know if you guys have seen, but basically Santa arrives in the middle of a home invasion situation and beats the crap out of some gangsters. It's really fun. It's from a couple of years ago. My other elf, I had Dobby, which felt a little bit more Christmassy because he shows up and gives Christmas presents and stuff. And then I also had Arwen. I was like, in case you guys do go down the non-literal elf option, I'll have Arwen as well because she's pretty badass. She can command the rivers. I got to stop saying badass because I know it's lazy. I saw your post, Maddie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it drives me nuts now. At the beginning, I was like, it's okay. And now that that's the only term we can think of for those types of
Yeah.
excellent women. I'm like, stop it.
She's really powerful and resourceful. Is what I like about Arwen. There we go.
She is.
We
Good
saved
job.
it. I'm not going to cut that
Thank
out. I'm going to show that I changed it.
Good.
I don't think I had any other Scrooges. I think my only Scrooge was Martin Riggs. I was like, and I didn't have any other magical creatures either. I was like, there's no way you guys are picking Riggs or Thestral. Legolas and
I did have another Scrooge. I forgot. I was thinking of Stripe from Gremlins.
oh,
He would fuck shit up.
did I have another?
He's like a cult leader.
I think I did have
Oh
another.
no, James is frozen.
No, I just stopped. I'm not frozen. I was thinking really still. I was like, I did have another Scrooge, but I've already deleted it, so I can't remember who I picked. But there was another one somewhere. But I'm happy with Riggs. So I did do another game, but do we want to keep going, or do we want to keep it nice and tight? It's just short of an hour.
I just want to tell you my
Oh yes, sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
yeah. Apologize. Yeah.
I did. I haven't done this in a month, so I've forgotten my courtesy. You called me an idiot before. I think we're even.
My fault. I always steamroll us off track. Go, Nick.
Yeah, blame Maddie.
The other Santas that I had were, I said I was contemplating Belschnickel. I also had Noel, which I think is quite a sweet movie.
I love Noel. I thought of that as well.
My out there choice was going to be Michael Scott's classy Santa, where he has a red velvet suit from The Office.
Yeah, the name's Bond, Santa Bond.
If I didn't get Buddy, I would have taken Bernard as my elf. My Scrooge is from my spare Scrooge was from a little known Christmas movie from 1994 called The Ref, and it's it's Dennis Leary's character in that movie.
Okay.
He plays like a cat burglar who tries to break into a house on Christmas Eve, but they sort of come home and he has to pretend that he sort of takes this couple's son hostage and pretends he's the couple's marriage counselor and sitting in on the Christmas dinner. It's quite a funny movie. And then my only other magical creature was going to be Olaf from Frozen.
That's a good pick.
Aw,
Yeah,
he's
that gives off
Yeah.
very similar Buddy energy as well. I could imagine Olaf and
Yeah.
Buddy getting along. I just remembered my other Grinch or my Scrooge was Harry from Home Alone, the Joe Pesci character.
Oh, yeah, great. That would have been an awesome choice.
You're like better than Riggs.
I love Reed. That's a great choice.
Yeah, so I had him as well. We just showed Zoe Home Alone again. She's seen it before, but she's a little bit older now, so she can kind of understand better. She always wants to skip over the Harry and Marv stuff. I'm like, that's the reason you watch the movie.
Why we're here?
Yeah. There are a couple like when Marv gets electrocuted. I was like, we can skip that bit. But like hurling bricks at people's heads, that's fun.
And the bowling ball and the nails. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, she didn't want. We were watching Lost in New York, and she wanted to skip over the bit where he gets his head lit on fire. I was like, that's fair. That's pretty traumatic for fire.
Did you like the bricks to the head?
She thought all of that was fine. She wasn't really into it. She's more interested in children. So like when Kevin's on screen, that's when it's interesting to her because it's a little boy and he looks like he's about her age and stuff like that. So she's more interested in that than the best part of the film. I also had to cover her eyes when he gets in the taxi because that guy is terrifying. Ain't much better in here, kid. There's also, I forgot, there's hookers. Like, there's a bit weird, like, Kevin interacts with the hookers. I was like, oh my god. And Tina was like, so he was like, are they nice ladies? I was like, it depends.
Just yes, they are nice ladies.
Yeah, they're nice ladies. Yeah, they're
This
nice.
film.
Yeah. So we haven't watched much Christmas stuff yet, but I feel like in the lead up we'll watch a few more. But like the common theme, we were just talking about it before, is that every Christmas film it just pretty much demonizes dads. Like Deck the Halls, like Christmas with the Cranks. It's just about dads who don't want to celebrate Christmas or want to celebrate it too much. It's oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear that delightful music, but there's an ice cream truck outside my garage right now.
Oh, that's
You can hear it.
You can hear it? Yeah, it's
I
right
can hear
outside
it.
my garage. We just got...
I'm like Pavlov's dog. That's like made me be like, want to get like my money and like run out the front barefoot. Like, did you ever like, you never had time to put shoes on?
We
I
would
would
never,
have
my
run down the
parents
street
didn't let us go from an ice cream truck. I think the first time I bought from an ice cream truck, I was an adult. And I might have been married. Like...
Yeah, this says so much about our different upbringing. I ran outside with my money and no shoes. Okay.
We just bought a couple of weeks ago the Kmart slushy maker that also makes soft serve. So of course we've made soft serve already, and it was pretty good.
Delicious. I went to a Christmas party where they had that machine, but instead we were having Prosecco slushies, and I almost didn't make it home. It was a Wednesday night.
We've made a couple of slushies. I'm still figuring it out. I'm not. This is so not for the podcast. I'm still figuring out the settings. That they must be parked on my driveway. It's so loud.
Can you go and get an ice cream?
No,
Live your life. Live your life.
it's fine. They're going away now. It's okay. Good. For those listening, that was Whippy Watch, and Mr. Whippy has left my driveway. Do we want to play one more game, or do we want to wrap up? I'm happy either way.
I've got to go and parent. So
Okay.
that's as much Sunday midday, because it's middle of the day on Sunday. People don't realize.
That's true. We don't
So-
normally record during the day, but given that I've got
Yeah.
a newborn and you have a couple of kids, it was like we've got to try and find a day at the time that works for all of us. So no nighttime, but that's why I'm not seeing movies at night at the moment. I'm just seeing like matinees with my kid. All right. Well, before we get out of here,
sorry to cut it short.
no,
people,
that's
but,
okay.
yeah.
We can talk about it later. I had a game called Santa or Satan, so we can save that for another time.
Oh my god.
We have to.
Can you just make a note of that? And can we play that next year when we all come back?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sure. It's pretty straightforward.
That's why I'm interested.
You have to. Yeah, I thought if I tease the title, then you're like, "Oh my god, we have to play that." So Santa or Satan, we'll play when we get back. Before we get out of here, does anyone have a Christmas movie they want to recommend for this lovely holiday season? What's your go-to, Nick Owen? What do you like to watch?
Yeah, my go-to is the Home Alone films. I watch them every Christmas and I love them so much. But I do that film I was just talking about before, The Ref. I'll shine a bit of a light on that. I may have even mentioned it in one of our Christmas episodes of years gone by, James. But it's quite funny, and it's just like a good old Christmassy yarn, like like that '90s era of Christmas, which was just like everyone had a massive, expensive house. The snow is beautiful, so like it's just in that genre. It's quite funny. So the rest.
Nice. Very good. What about you, Matt? You got any Christmas movies to recommend? You've got
I
you've got
don't
a
know.
weird history with movies where you're like, we watched this Indonesian animated film, so like you always got weird stuff up your sleeve.
I do, but for today, I don't think I've got a weird one. I would just say either The Holdovers, just because it was so
really
good,
great.
or I actually was very surprised. You know when you put on like just Christmas trash, just utter like a Christmas trashy film. I put on The Family Stone, and there was like, as a whole, not winning any awards sort of thing, but there was some moments throughout that film all the way throughout that I was like really attached to or impressed by. Or Diane Keaton is just really glorious in it. There's a really good dialogue and conversation at the dinner table, because one of the sons is not only gay but he's deaf. So he's gay and deaf, and so there's a really interesting conversation and a clash of opinions about being gay and deaf and what parents hope for their children. And
I remember that scene.
and there's like there's a Wilson brother in it. I forget which Wilson brother.
Luke
not
Wilson,
Owen,
I'm
the
guessing.
other one. Luke Wilson's
Luke.
in it, and his character's just fucking like I don't understand his character, but I love his character. Sarah Jessica Parker is wound so tight that you could hit her with a nail and she would shatter. She's wound so tight in this film. There's just really lovely like family conversations or family moments that are worthy to watch, and
Nice.
it was a surprise for me. Yeah.
Or that episode of The Bear, I suppose, is another one you could recommend with Jamie
Oh
Lee.
Jesus! Oh my God! Seven Fishes. That was the greatest episode of television I've seen in decades. But don't do it if you're not ready.
I still haven't watched season 4 of The Bear. Once I get to movie 400, I'm hitting The Bear.
Yeah.
I'm hitting Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to catch up on all. I'm 2 seasons behind on Stranger Things.
Is that the dinner party kind of one?
Yeah.
That is anxiety in.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an anxious half an hour.
That episode and the one where the ticket machine stops working are like two of the most intense.
Yeah.
And I've worked in kitchens. That ticket machine one, oh my God, that was real.
You get like the sweats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Nicholas recommended Home Alone, I will throw in Jingle All the Way. It's not good, but it is great. Phil Hartman is fantastic in that movie as like the neighbor who's hitting on his wife the whole time. And for a more mature audience, I'm going to say Happiest Season. I think Happiest Season is wonderful. Starring Kristen Stewart and a bunch of other people, Dan Levy, and it's about a lesbian couple who come home for the holidays, but she hasn't come out to her parents, and they're very like upper crust and like anti LGBTQ basically, and it's wonderful. It's really funny. Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek has to pretend to be like a straight guy, and it's the funniest things I've seen maybe in any movie ever, because he's so very obviously not straight, and he's trying to be macho, and it's very, very funny. So that's it from us. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed the surprise of us showing up randomly at Christmas. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. Thanks for supporting the show. We'll be back in March. But until then, that's it from us here at Film Snob HQ, where it's movie night every night. I remembered how to end the show for the first time all year.